In an era where digitization has reshaped the global industry landscape, the food and beverage (F&B) sector, long considered a low-priority target for cybercriminals, has found itself squarely in the crosshair of sophisticated hacker groups. What was once perceived as relatively low-risk industry in the cyber arena is now experiencing a surge in digital threats, revealing vulnerabilities that pose significant risks not only to corporations but to food security, public health, and economic stability. The past year has seen an alarming uptick in ransomware attacks, data breaches, and supply chain infiltrations target companies in the F&B sector. According to a 2024 report by the International Cybersecurity Agency, attacks on food production and distribution system increased by 74% compared to the previous year. These assaults have ranged from by the theft of sensitive corporate data to the paralysis of manufacturing lines through malware, causing delayed shipments, product recalls, and loss of consumer trust. In one high-profile case, a multinational dairy producer experienced a cyber attack that disrupted its production facilities across three continents. The hacker used phishing email to gain access to internal systems before deploying ransomware that shut down milk processing plants and delayed distribution schedules. While no consumer data compromised, the financial damage exceeded $45 million and the company's share price fell by 80% in the aftermath. What makes the F&B sector particularly attractive to hackers is a combination of factors. Again, infrastructure, limited cybersecurity budget, and heavy reliance on automated systems for supply chain management. Many small to medium enterprises (SMEs) in this sector still operate legacy systems that lack robust encryption and multi-factor authentication, making them easy targets for attackers who exploit outdated software and weak network protection. Moreover, the urgency and perishable nature of food production create a situation where companies are more likely to pay ransom quickly to avoid spoilage and logistical chaos. This economic pressure is exactly what cybercriminals count on. Industry insiders note that cyber gangs, especially those based in Eastern Europe and Southeast Asia, have shifted their focus from high security targets like finance and healthcare to the more vulnerable food supply infrastructure. The implication these attacks are far-reaching on macro-level disruption in food processing and transportation affect not only consumer access to product but also global trade flows. In one incident, a cyber attack on Southeast Asia, a rice exporter halted operation during the harvest peak, causing price fluctuations across important dependent nations in Africa and the Middle East. Public health experts also warn of the dangers the breaches could pose to food safety. Cyberattacks could potentially manipulate quality control systems, change expiration data, or interfere with refrigeration systems, leading to under-detect contamination or spoilage. In the worst case scenario, malicious actors could be even introduce false safety data into traceability system, making it harder for regulatory bodies to manage recalls and investigate outbreaks. In response to this growing threat, several government and industry associations are beginning to take action. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration (FDA) recently launched a cyber shelf for agriculture initiative aimed at promoting cybersecurity standards across all food sectors. In the European Union, the Digital Resilience Act mandates critical infrastructure providers including those in the food sector, to implement minimum cybersecurity protocols by 2026. However, experts argue that regulatory compliance alone will not be enough. Companies must foster a culture of digital hygiene, train employees to recognize phishing attempts, invest in system redundancy, and conduct regular penetration testing. Cybersecurity should be integrated into the very DNA of food system, not treated as an afterthought. In the words of Dr. Elena Hartman, a cybersecurity analyst at the Global Food System Security Forum, the food and beverage industry is so longer insulted from the digital threats plaguing other sectors. If anything, the stakes are higher because this is about more than business continuity. It's about feeding the world. The conference of cybercrime and food production marks its critical inflection point in industry security. As the sector races to modernize in the face of growing global demand, it must also brace itself against an equally modern wave of threat, one that target not just the bottom line, but the very system we rely on to nourish society. Thank you.